You live in a society supposedly based upon law, and it doesn't enforce its own law because the color of a man's skin happens to be wrong, then I say those people are justified to resort to any means necessary to bring about justice where the government can't give them justice. But when a black man strikes back, he's an extremist. He's supposed to sit passively and have no feelings, be nonviolent, and love his enemy. No matter what kind of attack, be it verbal or otherwise, he's supposed to take it. But if he stands up and in any way tries to defend himself, then he's an extremist.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out, or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts. I wear tight shirts cause I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day. My son wears tight shirts. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Tuesday, July 14th. We got a big week going down this week. I'm at Reserve Lounge in Philly. And then straight after that, I'm going to the Q Spot to check out KT and her event, her spoken word event that goes down at the Q Spot in West Hampton. We're going to have KT actually tell us how to get the tickets and all that good stuff. I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. I was trying to put together and figuring out how we're going to do this subathon. It looks like it's going to have to be on a Monday or a weekend. And that is our mission to create 1,000 subscribers or create the buzz to pitch this show to the world. So we're gonna have to get the guests on, our regulars who are on the show, Dr. Aisha, Kamari, KT definitely is gonna have to have some get on here and see if she can book some artists. Sorry, KT, for laying that on you right now on the show. I got to change the title. I didn't get to change the title. It's we're gonna do a lot about Nolan Wells and Carmelo Anthony, who actually more stories. It's just treacherous out here that we have so many stories, because we could do about 8 of them that are going on right now. We're gonna talk more about that. Bootsy Badass got scammed. That's a weird story. I got a stupid dummy of the day. I got some news about the Jay-Z freestyle, and what I tried to tell y'all, that people in my generation, sound like a broken record, believe that they can use the same tactics they used back in 2015, 2016, and all that good stuff when social media was around, but didn't have the power, didn't have the reach, and the people on social media weren't investigators. And every time one of these older dudes in my generation does one of their tactics and saying, I'm going to shock the world, and I'm going to do an interview, and I'm going to lay down the law. I'm going to lay down the law. Yes, I am. I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to get all my loyal fans to listen. And that's going to be it. That's going to be that. It's going to be end of story. I'm going to clear this all up. I'm going to gain control of the narrative. And that's not how it works now. People got too much time on their hands. They are too slick with the technology. They're relentless. So if you say one thing that is inaccurate, they are going to point that bitch out. When they go down the rabbit hole to expose what you said with facts, the floodgate. So you better be sure. And it'll happen to me. It's going to happen to me on this show. At some point, they're going to clip something on this show. They're going to dig deep, and I'm going to have to come back and say, yeah, I was wrong, because I'm cool with that. I ain't know that. I'm cool with that. I didn't know that. I didn't know what I said. I didn't know that had this and that happened, and this law meant this and that. It's going to happen. Y'all have done it to me in the chat. But eventually, when this show is carrying that much weight, so I better make sure. Let's say if I want to make a statement to clear some shit up about me, I better make sure. Or if I make a direct attack on somebody, I better make, because you know what? This social media thing, we ain't got all the facts. And sometimes we're emotional. I'll speak for me. Sometimes I'm emotional and something rubs me the wrong way, and I'll just get up here and get to going. And somebody's going to say, well, you got to going. We'll go on this. And I ain't going to have no problem saying, didn't know that. I was wrong. Well, that freestyle that people were bragging about with Jay-Z, there was a lot of inaccuracies in that freestyle. There are a lot of things that were false. And one main thing, I should say one main thing. I shouldn't say a lot of things. One main thing. So we're going to jump into that, but we're going to jump into the breaking stories and the news that's just all over social media about not only the lawyers for Carmelo Anthony, who was the young man who fought to protect himself in self-defense at a track meet. Not only was the judge, not only was the state, but his very own lawyer allegedly was in cahoots with the railroading of that young man. Get it from every angle, man. Every angle. But we'll talk about that. What else we got? And then I have an interesting explanation of the song Spin That everybody has been talking about. India Irie started the conversation. And she wasn't coming at Young Miami. She was basically coming at what we like. But I don't need to defend India Irie. She does a perfectly good job of herself. But there's a young rapper who had an explanation who I think did a great job explaining both sides. And I can't play the song because the song, she did a freestyle over that song. So once I play it for more than 10 seconds, and if you don't hear the whole song, it doesn't matter. But and even in the rap, she actually, I think she was the one person who gave light to both sides. And I thought that I think personally it was interesting. But let's get to these good mornings. And I'll play that. And then at the end, she actually has a clip that she played. I think I played that clip a long time ago on how this country has always sold to black and brown people and how it's always been a scheme. And they knew exactly why and how to sell. And they actually would broadcast us on TV back in the day. So we'll have fun. I'll wait till Jay Black gets on here to get in everything right, to get into everything, get the show moving. But let us begin. What, where, why, or when. Ashabu. Good morning, Ashabu. How are you? How are you? She's saying good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I don't know why I'm so thirsty. Hold up. I gotta take a sip, y'all. Hold on. I don't know why we make that noise at the end. Good morning, KT. Jeanette, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. Rashida, happy Tuesday. Miss Parker, what's going on? Miss Parker, happy Tuesday. Afro Queen, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We really should have got Nikki White Chocolate on here. If Nikki wakes up and gets on here, I want to know. I want to hear her experience at being at the Jay-Z concert. We never got Nikki's firsthand experience. She was there. Looking all thick and shit. Looking all thick and shit. We need to get Nikki on here. Hopefully she'll wake up at some point. Maybe I'll text her and call her and be like, get on here and let us know how it was. Because at the end of the day, there was a huge concert. And I told you, they'll be talking about the concert for one day. And you can bring Beyonce out 12 times. That's not what they were going to be talking about. You can bring Eminem out. You can bring everybody out. And I'm sure, I'm sure, I mean, I wouldn't have gone. I had a chance to go to the Roots. I didn't go. But if you went, that's a spectacular, that is an amazing concert. Just speaking of Jay-Z, just as a musical icon, that is an amazing concert. To see Beyonce come out Friday and then to see her come out again and perform. And to see Alicia Keys and Rihanna, and that's an amazing thing. So I want to check out. I want to know what Nikki had to say. What was everything going on? Good morning, them dollar. I don't know who this is. From five viewers to raid bait status. Oh my God, what are you talking about? Hey, good morning. Whatever your name is. Good morning. How you doing? Raid bait. I guess that was supposed to be. That's what it was. What's going on, Miss Parker? Saying what's up to everybody. Do. Miss Parker, Shelly, they saying what's up. Everybody saying what's up. Them dollar was good. I think you're the only dude on here repping for the fellas. I'm gonna be on here early. Jay's on here. Jay Williams is on here. What up, Jay? My bad, Grind Rising. What's going on? What's good, dog? You on here too? You got some support. Cousin Ash, how's the blessing? How's the baby, Cousin Ash? Let's see what else we got. All right. So waiting for Jay. Oh, Jay getting later and later. Jay, what's going on, Jay? Why is you? Let's send a text message to Jay to wake him up today. To get him on this show. Jay, where you at? All right. I think Sexy Mo's still in Atlanta doing what she does. Let me see. Let's see what we gonna get. Oh, he's here. Okay. All right. Where's he at? Oh, okay. All right. How do we start the show? Okay, let's just get to some before Jay gets on. Let's get to some ridiculousness. I'll just let this play for itself. The thing about the government, and the thing about our government, and then state government, and the city situation government, these votes take place, right? They vote on all types of shit all day long. Just vote. And there are people for something, some laws trying to be passed, and there are people who vote for it. There are people who vote against it. Jay's in the building. I was about to just get this whole thing started. All right. Well, before I get into that, we're gonna start with that. But Jay's in the building. He's coming in the building. In the building. He's a Virgo. I don't know if y'all know he's a Virgo. He's a Virgo.
And Virgos are always in season. I don't know.
Are always in season. I think that shirt's only gonna sell to Virgos, but I think
it's for me. I just.
She needs to make that for every zodiac sign. Pisces are always in season. So what's going on, Jay? What's popping? 20 minutes, but I'm gonna give you your damn point. I'm gonna give you a damn point, even though it's 20 minutes late. What's going on? How was your night?
Tired up.
What happened?
Good. No, I just one of them. We wake up and then can't go back to sleep. One of them. It's one of them nights, but I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get my energy up. It's Tuesday. I know you got a guest coming on.
Who we got?
I thought you said Todd Anthony was coming today.
Todd Anthony is coming today. Oh, let me say Todd Anthony. I'm glad you said something, though.
No, I thought you said that.
I'm glad you said. Oh, I'm supposed to have Shawnee on here. And let me tell Shawnee to push it back because she went viral a while ago. And I wanted to, let me get.
I heard you said you wanted Nikki on the show. So I'm
trying to get Nikki on the show to give her.
I grabbed the picture. She was out there. It was Nikki White Chocolate trying to show her thighs. Picking the thighs. Nikki out here trying to get a man. All out New York, putting up the rock sign. She was at the show Sunday.
Let me tell Sean to get on here earlier. Damn, but we told Todd 8:00. Fuck.
Yeah, see?
Damn it.
On right. That cancer, what's that? Cancer. Yeah, so everything good though. I'm just tired. I gotta get it together. So we don't know if Todd Anthony's coming on or not to talk about Red, the success of his play.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell Sean. Shawnee, do 8:30. See,
how you tell a guest a time and then push them back?
It happens all the time. We push people back all the time. Then 8:30. I'm gonna tell her 8:30. See if Todd Anthony gets on here. Hopefully he remembered. Who knows? Hopefully. So what? You just couldn't sleep last night? That was it?
Yeah, that was it. No, don't focus on me. My therapist checked on me yesterday. I thought that was interesting.
Oh wow, just a random check.
Yeah, because she said, I heard about the stuff happening in the Philly area and the storms, and hopefully you and your family okay. Like, send me a long little text message.
I
said, well, Aisha wouldn't have did that. So, okay. So
how do you know Aisha wouldn't have done that? Why are you already comparing therapists? We're not doing verses on therapists.
Maybe she do care. Maybe she do. Yeah. But yeah, so that was good.
Look at that. She heard some shit happen in Philly. She knows her client is in the Philly area. And she makes us, come on, man. Can we get some love? What the fuck?
Lions about to roar.
Well, lions about to roar.
I know that ain't one of my quotes, is it?
That wasn't one of his quotes.
It was fish flourishing.
Yeah, the fish about to flourish.
Yeah, not lions about to roar. So maybe talking about Nikki. I don't know.
So listen, Nikki, wake up so we can get you on here where you can click the link. So I told you these dudes with their freestyles, Jay-Z and his freestyle was gonna be the story for a minute. And yeah, I got to get this out the way. So we played the freestyle where he came at Colin Kaepernick and said, he took the check, he got the money, and he signed a non-disparaging thing. Well, TMZ done jumped in.
TMZ?
Everybody jumped in. He said Colin Kaepernick signed a contract after winning the lawsuit money.
Okay.
And he said that he couldn't disparage them. He said, so they can't I'm the one they can't control. Yeah. That's what he said. I'm the one who can't.
Be glad I'm him.
Be glad they did it to him. Sources familiar with the matter told TMZ Sports that when Colin Kaepernick settled his collusion grievance against the NFL in February 2019, he did not sign a non-disparagement agreement. Jonathan Jones, the lead NFL insider at CBS, flagged the same problem publicly, noting that Jay-Z has asserted the existence of an NDA in Kaepernick's confidential statement, while Jay himself partners with the league as its official live music entertainment strategist through Rock Nation. Jay-Z's camp has not responded. Dude, if you're going to say this, you better make sure that the shit is true. And that's what I keep telling people in my age group. You can't just run and say whatever you want and think that people are just going to ride out with it. So what you said in taking a shot at a man who's never taken a shot at you was false. So are we going to get a retractment? We're going to get a statement?
We're going to get to keep it moving.
I don't know what to tell y'all, man.
Don't nobody care as much as you about this Jay-Z thing.
Dude, everybody cares when TMZ's putting the statement out. You really going to front right now? It's
just not top of my mind. Maybe let me just say that. It's not top
it's not top of your mind. On the algorithm, when TMZ is saying this and they're putting it out there, y'all can try and make believe that this ain't an issue.
So but people should do a retraction. You want him to come and say, yo, my freestyle, I slipped up. I didn't know that this was true, and he didn't actually, and my bad, Cap. I'm messing with you a little bit too, though.
No, I know. It's just dog. Then, as loud as the lie was, I need the retractment. I need that loudness. I need that boldness. I need that arrogance with that same, like they say, keep the same energy and say, it was not my bad. Oh, sorry, J Black. I got nothing but love for you, but fuck Jay-Z.
But Nas was on stage with him, and Hov was ad-libbing for Nas. They cool.
Hey,
but I got you them dollars.
Yeah,
morning,
I
Lois.
just
Morning, Ash. Baby CJ.
Don't understand what has to happen before y'all start understanding what team certain people are really on. And you can still love the music. You can still bob your head. You can still know the lyrics. You can still, but God, man, how much? This man has targeted Colin Kaepernick for what? For his better interest. That's why. Jeez Louise. Anyway.
Embellishment is his artistic right.
That's not an embellishment. That's a lie. That's not an embellishment. It's called a lie.
Oh, Nikki sent stuff.
Dude, you ain't even checked Nikki's. You ain't even checked me. Embellishment is an artist, right? No, it's not when it's a lie.
Morning. What up, Queen Born?
Morning, Queen Born. An NDA isn't a non-disparagement agreement. NDA may or may not have a disparagement clause within it. The person started off saying he didn't sign a non-disparagement, but ended with didn't sign an NDA. So he didn't sign either one of them. Either one of them. So Jay-Z lied. And if he wasn't, and if he just wasn't aware, you should, instead of slandering somebody, because when you got slandered, when you believe you were slandered by Drewski on the BET Awards, allegedly you have copywritten the material that Drewski did so that you have control over it. Allegedly. Don't know. But I know when somebody slanders you, you come out guns a-blazing.
Jay Williams laughing at you.
No, I'm not a Jay-Z fan like that. My ears just picked up in the different words. The different words is he said, Jay-Z specifically said
Morning, lady
disparagement on his freestyle.
Afro Queen, Miss Parker, what up, y'all? Them dollars. Jay-Z is a check chaser. Okay. Oh,
The stories that come, look, the truth comes out. The truth, and that's the gift and the curse of social media. Like I always say, the gift is people ain't gonna stop. Now, Carmelo Anthony, this is ridiculous. This, you know what? Let me get to lighthearted. Let me get to something that's, I shouldn't say lighthearted. This thing is bananas. Nah, just laugh aloud because Mike is right though. This they do votes all the time in the city government, state government, all that. You know, Congress. They do votes all the time. Mm-hmm. And this one vote is bizarre because it's getting to the point where people are starting to go, even though the law passes or don't pass, they're starting to now point out who voted against something. This one should be an easy one. This is something that you would think everybody would vote against. Child porn, right?
Well, absolutely.
Absolutely. AI child porn.
AI child porn?
Yeah. Hands down, right?
What the hell is AI? Yeah, but
you know, they generate it through AI.
So it's just fake. It's cartoonish.
No, it can't be cartoon. It takes other images. It takes your image, my image, and can put them right in there. And can use, that's what they grab the images for. So that would be a
that should be one. Easy, bro. Yeah,
easy. We in and out this bitch. Oh, hey, let's meet for lunch.
All the eyes, everybody,
aye against it. Aye. Everybody else, aye. Like people who ain't even voting jumped in there. Can I put my eye in? You can't vote. You're not. You're not
even part of the committee.
You're not part. You're not part of the committee. Well, I just want to know if I was, I would eye against it. Well,
it's always an opposing.
Colorado passed a bill to ban AI child porn, and 17 Republicans voted no, bro.
Here's all their names. Screenshot that.
That's all their names, people. Let's
Tell me why Colorado passed a bill to ban AI child porn, and 17 Republicans voted no, bro.
Here's all their names.
What they saying? Freedom of speech.
Screenshot that.
What are they going with the direction?
There you go. You're welcome.
Tell me why.
Freedom of speech, nothing. None of it. And I'm glad, and I'm keeping that because I'm glad people are putting their fucking names.
Colorado passed a bill to ban AI child porn, and 17 Republicans voted no, bro.
Here's all their names.
Let's keep it there for a second.
You can't censor people. That's what they're going to say.
Censor people is illegal. You can't have child porn.
They have to have a position. When they vote against stuff like that, they have to have something that, you know, that they're standing on.
Once again, yeah, it's called getting paid by AI companies. It's called getting paid by AI companies.
Viola. Okay.
Well, these are the group. Now, obviously, when they do their votes, sometimes there are other things that are layered on here. There are other things that you're voting against or you're voting for.
Or they be packaging into those bills.
So they do the,
good point. That could be something like that.
They do the combo meal. You know what I'm saying? You get the large with the number one, you get the large fries, you get the orange drink. You know what I'm saying? So it's a combo meal that you get multiple things. But I'm sorry, no matter what the multiple things are, you can't be voting against that. Things like that are getting sicker and sicker. But we live in a cesspool society. Yes, we do, Jay. But AI is going to take over and destroy everything. I've been trying to tell y'all that. I've been trying to tell y'all the jobs that are gonna be lost. I've been, I see it. I don't know if y'all knew about, since we're talking about AI and the future of robots and stuff like that. Here's a little thing where thousands of jobs are about to be taken.
I have been warning truck drivers that it's coming. What you're watching are the 35 new autonomous driverless box trucks that PepsiCo just rolled out. And they are going to take your job. You see, a truck driver can only drive 11 hours in a 14-hour window. They take sick days, mandatory breaks, an annual salary of $67,000 on top of having to give them a $110,000 box truck that they then have to drive. But these autonomous trucks, they can drive for 24 hours a day because although they need charged, they get charged as they're loading and unloading the freight. So their travel time is never interrupted. They don't require a salary, no benefits, no sick days, no workers' comp, no overtime. And they only cost around $200,000 a truck. Not only that, but they achieve a 99% on-time arrival rate with 0 accidents, comparable to a truck driver. Now, here's the scary part. PepsiCo employs thousands and
thousands and thousands of jobs. Yeah, they're still on the fact that they watch it because they're pedophiles. No, you're absolutely right. We can just say allegedly. When they are lax about the Epstein files, you might suspect they're ramping up to get away with more. Yeah, exactly.
But those trucks, the truck drivers do, they tired, they fall asleep. Wow, so they saving on, because I kept thinking somebody still got load and load. You can't get rid of, so you're gonna have a bunch of AI self-driven vehicles driving trucks across. You ain't got to worry about no brakes. You ain't got to worry about sick days. People may get their stuff sooner. That would be the flip side. They say, hey, no delay in you getting your product.
You know, there was an old
going to get
thing.
hacked and jacked. No worry. Yeah, people can destroy the vehicles.
Oh, absolutely.
You can rob the truck a little easier.
You can rob the truck a little easier. There was a time when people were part of unions and they wouldn't cross people when you were part of the union, especially a strong union. Nobody would cross the picket line. I think there's a time where we need to not cross the picket line, and regulation has to be pushed on this AI situation, because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to just be out of work, y'all, and eventually it's going to affect your industry.
But you said that about McDonald's with the self-serve, didn't you? Remember McDonald's first came with you put your own thing in, boop, 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 nobody at the register.
Do you see how much automation is now? How less employees they have to hire? How many less employees have to be hired because of automation? Do you go to your ShopRite? How many less people working at the register?
Yeah, the self checkout is real,
and the self checkout is backed up, and people still won't go to the fucking register because there'll be lines.
Yeah,
we are idiots. We are fucking idiots.
Don't call people idiots because they like self
checkout. I said we are idiots. We sit in the self-check line when there's a line and it's faster to go to the human being.
But we don't want to have the contact. Sometimes I don't even feel like, I don't feel like talking to that person.
So that's an idiotic thing to say. What are you going to say to the register guy? He's going to say, he's going to tell you the price. He ain't got to tell you the price. It's going to come up on the screen. He ain't even got to talk to you.
I don't even want to deal with you. I just want to stand
and that's what I mean, y'all.
So that's programming us.
Of course it is. I told the lady, right? And I hope she's okay. She's in the hospital. She works with us. I don't get along with her. She's the only person I truly don't get along with, but God bless her. And there's a self checkout for the returns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all she's good for. No disrespect. And I hope she's fine because she's going through something health-wise. I mean, no disrespect. So she keeps, instead of when she does, so normally that is our go-to when we're over, when it's crazy in there. We make an announcement. If you are tech savvy, you can use the self-checkout for your Amazon return, right?
Okay.
Some people go to it, some people don't. So the lady up front, she works the front. And it's not my homegirl Peg, because Peg don't do this. She works up front. And when she's not busy, she will send people to the self-checkout. And I kept looking at her, right? And I kept looking at her, sending people when she's not busy.
Yes.
So I went to her and said, you do know the minute everybody does this, there's no need for you. You do know you're giving your job away. You're literally handing your job away. You are volunteering to be removed. Like, I don't understand.
Well, her supervisor told her, because you do have to train your clientele and your guests to know that this is an option.
No, it is an option, but nobody stays on us to mention it. If we take care of everybody, nobody's worried about it. But what you do is you send people over there because you want to lessen your load, which there's no load. You're giving your job away. You're handing it over.
So you saying she's not looking at the big picture?
And hey, that's what I'm good.
He said, Jay said in his target, R.J. Williams, that they got rid of that because it's too much theft. So the self-checkout, there is theft. Because, you know, that's how you know, oh, there's an item in it. There's an extra item at my shop right every time I do it. There's an extra item that don't belong in the area. I'm like, oh, shit, shut up.
All day.
Let me pick this thing up. How you know? How did you know? Is an extra item that was put in the baggage area?
The surveillance thing, but it's just simple stuff, dog. This is no revelation. Products will become missing more with the self-check. Of course they do, but they have insurance on that, so they got to decide: do we lose more money on that with
a small percentage of theft versus the money that they
or
make?
do we save on not paying somebody an hourly wage? Because God forbid that the hourly wage be $30 an hour, because they still save. Yeah, but a few products is cheaper than paying for somebody. Absolutely. But I told this woman, you're literally making it easy for them to actually replace you.
But the company loves that because you have this technology you want it to be used too.
But the funny thing is, they're not even stressing us to do it. If you take care of your situation, he's like, cool, that's just in case of emergency. But when you make it a requirement, you're volunteering it.
She's crossing the line, huh? She's crossing the picket line.
She's crossing the picket line against herself. We're crossing the picket line against ourselves.
I don't feel like dealing with this lady. Y'all go use them self-kiosks. Go ahead.
Dude. Like at these movie theaters, I don't know how much longer they're going to need people.
Movie theaters got the kiosks too, just like McDonald's, yeah? So you don't need nobody at the box office to ring you in. Nah. People use the apps and stuff anyway. Technology. Everybody use the apps. I use the apps going to McDonald's now. Now you could Burger King for my son. You could use the app.
Oh, stop going
and then go right through the drive. He loves his fries, Mike.
No, stop. It's poisoning us. Stop going, y'all. Stop going. Like McDonald's is blatantly poisoning us. The fries and everything. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go. I just please y'all. I was a McDonald's. Once a month, I'd have a Big Mac for no reason.
He said for no reason.
For no reason. Just because I was like, I'm gonna move for a Big Mac. Anyway, go ahead. The self-kiosk at the movie theater.
No, I was saying that's where technology is going. McDonald's, the kiosks, the apps for Burger King and McDonald's, and you literally hit the app, you order everything through the app. It's self-served. You're doing it, you're getting it, bam. You just go into a pickup window. Yo, I'm here just picking up my order, order number 552. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's easy. I get it. It makes it convenient. And I ain't got to go deal with nobody, talk to nobody.
That's the key word. Anything that they make convenient is not, at the end of the day, is not going to be for your better interest in the big picture. I don't know. I didn't understand this, Lady Q. I'm sorry. I'm going full Karen. As someone who's not busy directs me to do their job, I want to use self-checkout when I want. No, you're absolutely right. This is what's crazy.
Wait a minute. So if a lady tell you we have self-kiosks, and this is technology, this is the direction we're going, you're going to go Karen and say, well, why can't you help me? Is it because I'm light-skinned?
Absolutely.
Because I'm black? Like, no.
What are you getting paid for then?
You're training them.
If you're standing there by yourself and there's nobody there, and she points you to the self-checkout,
that's the wave. That's the future. We have to show you. You have to use this technology. So when it is busy, you ain't got to work. In a sense, it's helping you if you think about it. Say if you come back in next time as a line, like, man, I ain't got time. Oh, let me go use this. I remember last time.
But that's when you bring it up. It's bring it up.
Too busy to bring it up.
No, that's when you bring it up and go. If you're if you're tech savvy, you can use the self-checkout. You don't direct people to something that is specifically there to do your job.
I like technology, and you just can't. You're gonna fight. You don't listen. You can't fight it. Stop trying to fight technology.
First of all, you can fight it by regulating it.
You know, my mom don't even want to use credit cards. She only want to use cash. But I get it. She's in the 70s.
And guess what? She don't got to worry about her credit cards getting hacked.
She still want to write checks. Who write? Her and my aunt was talking about mailing out bills and writing checks instead of getting these stamps. I said, if you don't go to the app and just
whose identity is safe? Whose identity is safe? Whose financial identity is safe?
You're fighting technology, and it's getting harder. It's going to keep getting harder for them to keep writing paper checks, going to the bank. Yo, I need a checkbook.
Keep doing it. And there is fighting everything is hard.
The everything is real. Mike had to get his Mac.
No, but then I realized the Mac, like years ago, I was like, these Big Macs don't taste the same. Of course they don't taste the same. They're not real meat. They're lab meat. On the BK subject, we have slow down him.
Locating fries.
Oh, good. Look, the fries are addictive. I love the McDonald's fries. I love them.
Faster do fast food? How much faster do fast food have to be?
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh God.
You do know these lab meats, and I hate to be ADHD right now, but I am. Let me just tell you, this fake meat, they are now, no pause. It's now, they passed a law that they can actually do it legally. Move that out the way. Lab-grown meats is now FDA approved in America, and Tyson Aspire, KFC, and Taco Bell.
I talked about this last week. Yeah, now the chickens, because they can't. You said this before, how they can't produce enough live chicken, so they got to make them. Everybody want their chicken, right?
People, if there was ever a time to attempt, listen to me, to attempt, listen, y'all, to attempt to reduce the amount of meat in your diet. I'm not talking go full vegetarian right now. I'm saying if there's ever a time to try your best to remove pork, to remove steak and chicken, and gradually get yourself away from it. Because people, remember the conspiracy theories? Let me stay focused. Remember how we call things conspiracy theories, and you're always saying Jay Black is a conspiracy theory? And then I keep pointing out that these conspiracy theories then become fact. They like the conspiracy theories because when the conspiracy theory is forced on your cell phone over and over and over again, it normalizes it. So the first time you do it, you're shocked and scared and frightened. The 6,000th time you see it, you have now unknowingly, it's become normalized to you. And what do they do after it becomes normalized? They legalize it.
Now it's legal for them to make, produce lab-grown meat, lab-grown chickens. We got lab-grown diamonds, but Leah got lab-grown.
Fuck are we eating, people?
Lab-grown.
When other countries, when other teams in the World Cup, the soccer situation, for those who don't know, the World Cup, the biggest, the Super Bowl of soccer, when other teams have planes full of food from their country because they refuse to eat our food, there is a problem.
I'm not eating that American food. We're going to fly our food in for our team. We want the healthy stuff. Americans, y'all eat pork. Y'all horrible out here.
Tofu, plant-based burgers aren't bad at all. No, plant-based burgers aren't bad at all. They actually are good. Do you research on McDonald's? McDonald's French fries are poison.
Asha said you're a bad parent, Lady Q, for letting Kane eat McDonald's fries. She said you need.
First of all, is she the only parent? How she just catch it? She the only parent?
She just came at my wife.
But is she the only parent? I thought you were Gabe's parent too.
Oh, shut up! I'm trying to start something between them. That's the part of the reason they create AI to make you start accept this. The strangest ish. AI is here. Technology is here. I keep telling y'all on this show, you're not going to win the fight against AI.
Jay, it's not the fight.
And it's only going to grow.
And what you're going to do, it's going to grow and take your job. So there has to be some
You can't manage people and emotions and feelings. AI cannot do that. Can they manage people's, I guess they do. People be talking to AIs like they real people and persons and unaliving themselves and think they're in relationships with AI but those people are weird. The ones that talk to AI like they're their boyfriend and girlfriend, there's something wrong with that person. For you to think a computer can be your partner.
Well, that's what happens when you're in society, when you say things like, the reason why I don't go to the register is because I don't want human contact. I don't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with
you probably don't want human contact.
Where do you think the extreme goes? When we have a society where people are avoiding human contact, where do they get the substitute for human contact? In a fucking AI, so they can have a conversation.
Their family and their friends.
Yeah, but they might. I'm just saying this is where that goes. but to the regulation, they know they can regulate this stuff.
And we
They
trust
know.
we trust that the FDA did their thing for them to say it's okay. We have to trust something, right? So we have to trust that they vetted it and tested it, and it don't make people sick. It's not doing it's doing what it needs to do while still producing the chicken that we want, because we want to have our baked chicken, fried chicken. We want all our food, and if it ain't enough,
why would the FDA keep us healthy and take away trillions of dollars from the health insurance companies and take away the money? How else can they pimp us by keeping us sick? So that we can give another few $100s at a time to $1 billion pharmaceutical company who keeps giving us pills for everything. So high blood pressure, heart disease, and all that good stuff. What is that caused by? The fucking food they're feeding us. Every time you ask AI a question about your job or write an email for you, you're training AI.
Yeah, I do it every day. I ain't going front. I'm guilty. I use it. Emails, work messages. I want to sound more professional. Sometimes I can sound a little Nicky-ish,
we have
FDA
to use
gutted by the felon. Okay.
Was gutted by the felon. We have to take control. We have to learn how to use AI, obviously.
It helps my peace of mind too. The fact that it can help take stress away off of your plate as an individual that you may be going through some stuff. So AI can be beneficial in that. I'm gonna ask my therapist. AI, if it's helping my mental health, is that a bad thing? Stick on that.
Yeah, what's your mental health gonna be like if you lose your job? Stick on that.
But if my mental health is jacked up, I ain't even gonna have a job to work.
Oh, yes, you are. So stop playing, because you know what we do is, as unhealthy as it is, we gonna keep a job no matter how fucked we may be mentally, which is terrible. That's a terrible statement to make, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, if I mentally can't do my job because I'm stressed and overwhelmed with the world and society and killing black people and coming home to home issues, and some people are really stressed, Mike. There's a lot of people that are stressed.
We were stressed before AI. The same stress level was before AI. We had the same stress. You got to work. You're going to have to work through that stress. You're going to have to get help working through that stress. Jay, using that AI. Send KT that email.
KT sent the professional email about the show and being part of it, and I did.
What my daughter did with AI, what my oldest just did for a portfolio, when she showed me what she did with it, was fucking amazing. What she did
through AI, right?
What she did by working it in Canvas, then taking it from Canvas, and then giving it the what do you call it? The the request that you make for AI? The
request you make. Either way, we know what you're saying. She used AI to help produce it.
The prompts that she gave AI. Okay. The actual final result.
Say what you want. Hey,
and what she
sound like this, then casual, urban for social media. Like, you put whatever you want it to be.
But to her benefit, she created and then gave AI to create more.
That's what I do too. I write my emails and then I say, hey, make this sound better.
And I understand what you're saying, Jay. But the whole thing you just said about the stress and a lot of this is straight out of convenience. We don't want to do it. So if you're using AI for something you don't want to do, trust me, at a certain point, that business is going to realize, well, if you don't want to do it, we can always use AI to do it. AI should be regulated. Great tools to help people, not replace people. Absolutely.
It is regulated. You only get so many times you can use it per day.
No, regulated by our actual government.
They had
on
me jobs the
jobs.
other day. I needed help with something, an image, and I was like, oh, I used up all my stuff on my free account. I said, I gotta wait till tomorrow. I was like, I'm not paying for this. But they're gonna have people where so they are gonna be paying because you use it so much and you need it.
Hey, Jay, I actually don't believe shit you saying, Jay. You really reaching right now. No, he's been reaching all. He's been reaching.
No, I be stressed sometimes. Imagine if you got a gig, everybody got their own jobs, but if you have to do something that's really stressful for like 9 or 10 people and you're responsible for that, like that could be a lot of weight on you, and you got your other home and you got other stuff going on, and it's like, man, I gotta think about all it, and you got a tool that can help
always.
that.
Yeah, and you got a tool that you're feeding, like Lady Q put it. You can't put it any better. you're training the damn thing to take your job. You're training your replacement. Thank you,
Auntie
KT.
outside and
KT was on my
Stacey
wavelength.
Mitchell.
She knew what I was looking for.
Yeah, Stacey Mitchell knew too. She knew it too.
I use AI to make sure I use the right
Right,
adjectives.
don't play with her. He trying to be
Damn
funny, y'all. Don't
Damn
play with
right.
random. He
Damn
trying to be
right.
funny. Stacey Mitchell said, "Thank you for being honest. For the ones that do use AI, that just want to sit here and be quiet, like, yeah, Mike's right, but I ain't gonna say I'll be using
I'm not
it."
saying
Thank you,
people.
Stacey.
There's a lot of things we love that we know ain't in our best interest. I keep telling you about Amazon. I keep telling you about Amazon. Amazon is in.
She pays for hers, Mike.
Of course, most people pay for theirs, Jay.
No, I don't.
I know most people. You're not most. You're not most. You got to wait till the next day
I
because
wait
it's cheap ass.
24 hours.
How crazy does that sound?
Stacey, I need your login. No,
my job is so important, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to get this shit done. I'm gonna wait.
I got time. I got
that crucial email for these 9 people is gonna have to wait till tomorrow.
Shut up. Stay focused. You say Amazon.
Amazon is in cahoots trying to destroy this world. And I look at people every day. Do you know what you're shopping with? But it's convenient. It's conveniently destroyed mom and pop stores, businesses, people being entrepreneurs. It's destroyed. You going out, and malls are now having to build apartment complexes in their parking lot. What did you use before I discovered AI?
That's why I got anxiety. It's probably because I used to use Lady Q, because I used to put her temple degree to use. So I would ask my wife, but then she got a lot going on, so I don't want to keep bothering her. So, but yeah, maybe that's why I got anxiety. Maybe that's where that came from. Possibly.
And listen, people, this is one. There's a lot of reasons for AI. One reason is they want us dumber. They want us dumber. They don't want us to continue learning. So now we're still going to have to learn, because you're going to have to learn how to use AI. You're going to learn how to manipulate it. You're going to learn how to do a gang of things. But the fact of the matter is they want us dumber. They want you to stop learning when they tell you to stop learning. Once you graduate, stop learning. AI will not replace people entirely. Companies will try, and they'll realize certain positions cannot be replaced by computers, like answering service. Well, answering services are very easily replaceable. You can't even get to a human with customer service. You literally got to go through 20 minutes to get to a person. But I know what you're saying, Lois. Anything can be replaced now.
Data is king. The best. Stacey paid $20. I guess, hey, forget that Paramount Plus subscription. Forget your Netflix.
No, I'm about to drop stars. Okay, ADHD.
No, but what I'm saying is the same price. We're going ADHD.
ADHD moment. Stars. Where the fuck do you get off charging people $45 a month for your shit? Where the fuck do you get off to even have the audacity to think that I'm going to see that $45 deduction out my account and think that I'm not canceling that shit? You think I give a fuck about 50 Cent that much? You think I care about the final Ghost and all these? You are going to charge $45 a month? That's what you're going to do? All right, back to the show.
All right, back to the show.
$45 a month, Jay?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's a lot. But I guess if they get it, I thought they said it was $1 a month for stars. I guess it's just the start. It's how they sucker you in.
I love AI too, but I had to start using it sparingly because I honestly feel guilty when I do.
Yeah, well, you got your temple degree, so keep using your degree, smarty. Don't dumb yourself down for technology to ease your stress.
They want all our data, people. They want all our data.
Facts, Lodo used to sell more. The craft will be blowing up.
I'm telling my son he needs to go into a trade like plumbing or, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
The HVAC, the electricians, Mike, you ain't never lie. With AI, Idiocracy is on its way. Yeah, if you ever see that movie, I got to see that movie again. I saw it such a long time ago.
SD, what up, homie?
At my age now, I need help.
Thank you. See, being honest, good.
You don't need help on everything.
Stacey, yeah, let me hear you.
You don't need help on everything, goddamn it. Some of the shit that you're using AI for is because we lazy as fuck.
Let me get the link just in case Stacy want to cuss you out.
And you know I love you, Auntie Stacy. And you know I know you ride out for me and you a soldier. But you know some of this shit is just being lazy as fuck. I didn't even know stars was still a thing. 45. $45.
45 is crazy per month.
I went straight to that TV. I couldn't grab the remote fast enough. The remote was shaking in my hand. Like I couldn't even keep my hand steady.
Trying to cancel it.
It's this shit.
Shake it. Trying to hurry up. Oh, they on some bullshit.
I was so furious. I told you I couldn't even grab the remote correctly.
Morning, TP. Oh God.
That shit was absolutely crazy. I said, "You gotta be kidding me!" Oh, and you know what? That's how that's how powerful 50 was, because they were getting it because of what 50 did for stars. I said, "No, ain't no ghost, ain't enough ghost, ain't enough Tommy, ain't enough none of that shit, ain't enough power of rain or whatever the hell." When they had 12 different spin-offs, I couldn't even tell which one I was watching or which one I picked. Exactly, at this age, I'm lazy. So thank you. Well, thank you for admitting that, Stacey Mitchell. Stop acting. Yeah, you weren't Jay Black having to go back to you know the stress of the world and black people getting killed and civil rights and no, you just was lazy as hell and ain't want to do them emails. I don't know. $45 seems worth it to see Uncle Man. I'm gonna beat the brakes off you right now. Beat the brakes. I'm gonna beat the brakes off of you.
Oh, that's what happened. I got to get caught up on power.
And you know the worst part is I'm not even the one watching it. I wasn't even the one watching it.
Curvaceous. Good morning, Curvaceous. Oh God. That's too funny.
All right, what else we got? We got. Oh, let me see a stupid dummy of the week. These kids and their mom walk into, I think, a Walmart. It could be a supermarket. I don't know, Jay. It's one of them things where they have shopping carts, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And they're walking out with the shopping carts with their mom. And they're using food stamps. Okay. I've been there. I've done it.
Seen that.
Rocked out. And it's
you mean a card, not physical food stamps.
Yeah.
You old school. You still got the paper.
Yeah, you can't have it. I don't even know they exist anymore.
They still don't make it no more.
And it makes it a lot better when you use the card. Because you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, people would get shamed for having it. Now you got a debit card. But I'm sure people notice what color the card is. But I don't know. I don't know. So she confronts the young people and their mom about their usage.
No, she
just watch this stupid dummy. Watch what she says. Watch.
All the food stamps going right here. She done came here and spent all them damn food stamps on all this grocery.
My mama deaf. Don't talk junk about her.
Okay.
She can't hear, but I can hear.
It don't matter, little boy. Y'all need to go. Y'all the one reason why food, but nobody can't get no fucking
stamps.
stamps.
Spending them on us.
Okay, well, it don't matter. Y'all done brought all the damn grocery. Your mama done spent all them stamps. Y'all to be ashamed of y'allself. Bye. I don't care about your mama not being able to hear. I said what I said. Y'all are pitiful. 3 baskets, y'all. This lady got 3 baskets. Just spent all them damn stamps. 3 baskets. And the people got to help her to the car. Boy, I tell you, this is sad.
Bitch, what's sad is your dumb ass is mad because they probably turned your application for the food stamps down. Or you're not eligible. She used the food stamps for exactly what she was supposed to use them for. Oh, you crazy. I had Stars, Peacock, and another one. I paid just $22 for a year. Only get it during specials. Yeah, they ain't get me. Obviously, whoever, I ain't get it. I ain't gonna point no fingers at my family. I ain't the one who put Stars on because I don't watch it. This lady is literally mad because the woman used the fam food stamps on food. Let me tell you what a dumb heifer you gotta be to be mad.
That's why the food stamps going right here. She done came here and spent all them damn food stamps on all this grocery.
My mama deaf. Don't talk junk about her.
Okay.
She can't hear, but I can hear.
It don't matter, little boy. Y'all need to go. Y'all the one reason why food, but nobody can't get no fucking stamps.
Spending them on us.
Okay, well, it don't matter. Y'all done brought all the damn grocery. Your mama done spent all them stamps. Y'all to be ashamed of y'allself. Bye. I don't care about your mama not being able to hear. I said what I said. Y'all are pitiful. 3 baskets, y'all. This lady got 3 baskets. Just spent all them damn.
Michael, Sean, and Jay Black, I need you to tell me who is the stupid dummy of the day.
Yeah!
And there she is. Stupid. I just wanted to put that. Nothing deep. But when he said, you know, was it a skit? Could be a skit. I don't know. Isn't that how shopping works? So you don't have to go back every other day with it. I don't, man. This is the over. I'm telling you, human beings are so overrated, y'all.
What's sad? She's nuts.
What the fuck is her stupid talking about? She definitely hating because she ain't got stamps. Whatever it is. How does she know how many people are in that household? She already got 2 or 3 boys with her. You got 2 or 3 boys. You know how much it costs to feed 2 or 3 boys? We be on some different hunger shit.
I guess if she's taking care of kids and maybe, yeah, you don't know the circumstance behind that. Everyone has a story. Everybody we see in life walking past us, everybody got a story. Maybe she's doing some good, but either way, that's her food stamps is to buy food.
It's to buy food. It's not like you caught them selling the food stamps to somebody. It's to buy food.
That's her cart trust. Chin check on deck. Miss Park ready to fight.
Miss Park ready to fight. We ain't never heard Miss Park.
Miss Park is chin check.
We ain't never.
I ain't never heard Miss Parker.
Never heard Miss Parker
be violent before.
Miss Parker.
Chin check time.
Chin check. Oh, not the chin check. With the violence today.
Violent.
I think Todd Anthony is hopping on. I think he's about to hop on. It's
and the
great.
Man is disabled. The mom is disabled. Yeah, she's deaf. She can't hear it. Please give me some food stamps.
He said she can't hear, but I can. Please give me some food stamps. I will show you how to fill those cards. People are just, hey, listen, man. There was a time when I was on it. I couldn't even use all the food. I couldn't use it all. Like we had to take some stuff over to other people and be like, "Oh, do y'all need something? Because we ain't got space for this." Talking about, mama, you earned it. Yeah, of course. All right, we gotta get into this Nolan Wells. Let me. He said, my daughter just
click on. Okay.
He said he's about to click on.
No, I don't know. I thought that's what you said.
That's what he said. He's about to hop on, but I ain't seen him. My daughter gets $24 a month on EBT. I swipe that card so proudly every month. She only gets $24.
Because she made too much. My daughter, she got promoted. She's the boss now. She's the boss hog.
Congratulations.
She's the boss hog.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, let me get on this before Todd jumps on here. Let me just play this. Some serious stuff. I mean, we've talked about. Let me see.
I'll be happy with $24 a month.
Carmelo Anthony's situation. Here's a little update on the railroading that happened to this man that included their lawyer. Listen closely.
Update for Carmelo Anthony, baby. He's got a new team behind him.
No, baby, that's not the one. Sorry, that's not the one.
Wait your turn. Wait your turn.
You got to slow down.
Slow down, lady.
This is it right here. My bad. Had to catch that real quick. Hold up.
Why did you go to the concert
That's
anyway?
not you either. God damn. That's Shawnee's. That's Shawnee's drop. That's Shawnee's clip. God. Man, what's
Get your shit
on?
together, music. Let me get some.
Yeah, because I swore I hit the right one. Oh, I might have labeled the wrong one. God, I think I labeled the wrong one.
They booing you, Mike. You got booed.
Why did you go to the?
All right, let's get to Todd Anthony. God, I'm glad I ain't put the title on there because somebody would have been highly disappointed. Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, I had the pleasure of watching this man work. We interviewed him. He's an actor. We interviewed him. I was like, okay, this guy's doing big things. He must be talented. But let's keep it 100. You never know. So he comes on. He gets on WRB. He does an interview with Lady B. He does an interview with me. I give him the flowers. I got a segment on Sundays where I give flowers to people while they can still smell them. I go to see him do his one-man stage play, Red. It's the transformation of Malcolm X from Detroit Red to Malcolm X. I get in there. Once I walk in, I see the professionalism. I'm like, oh, shit. They on point with this. Once again, I'm like, okay, we'll see. He allows me, gives me the privilege to open. I do my little thing, whatever, sit down. And then what I watch is something that is so high level. His acting is captivating. And what he does is he plays this transformation, but as he's playing this transformation, he actually has one. You know what? God damn it! I'm just gonna bring him up, Mr. Todd Anthony. I'm just gonna bring him up because I have to ask him about this.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
What up, sir? What's going on?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? You can't hear us?
I don't think he can hear us.
Y'all.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Go out
I
and
can't
come
hear
back
one.
in.
I can't hear y'all.
You can hear one of us and not both of us? You can't hear either one of us. So leave and come back. Leave and then come back. Yeah.
Leave and come back. Yeah,
Red was excellent. Oh yeah, Ashabu went. Her and Doc went in there together.
They didn't go together. They happen to be in the same place at the same time. Stop saying that. Why are you doing?
Asha and Doc was there at Red. They saw the play. They was rock. They both enjoyed it. What? I'm stalling until you click back on.
Asshole. You looked really pretty, Ashabu. I just want to give you your props. You looked amazing. Like Ashabu really is she's a fashion plate. Like she
black love.
Like stop doing that. These people did not go together at all. They did not go together. Todd Anthony, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. We got him. I'm scared to press any. This is StreamYard, man. I got complaints about this StreamYard.
Showing his muscles. Oh, what are you doing? Okay.
Jay. All right, so Jay, he's on here now, so I can say why he's on here. I go there and you just never know. I've never seen a man perform. I have no idea what I'm about to watch. I know this is a lot of pressure doing Malcolm X. I'm sitting there going, let me tell you what would be a horrible situation if this man isn't that good and he's doing this. And then I watch him. And when I tell you, he captivates people. Like he literally brings us in to Detroit Red and the transformation and how he works it is amazing. Todd, first of all, congratulations. And what you did was stunning, dog. What you did, everybody who I sent, who bought tickets, Ashabu right here in the comments said it was excellent. I hope you're receiving, you're understanding how dope we really think you are. I hope you're getting, I think that's clear to you, correct? I think I've laced you up with enough adjectives that's clear to you.
Yeah. I mean,
how do you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
How exhausting is it to lock in to do something? How long was the stage play? How long is it?
It's an hour without an intermission. It's an hour and 45 minutes.
Is it exhausting to lock into a character for that long? Are you tired when you're done?
Oh yeah. That's why I was late to your show. I'm normally never late, but like it normally takes me a couple of days to like fully like start to get my energy back, and then you know I got my family, so it's like it's even longer sometimes with kids, but it's it's not just the physical part, it's the mental and the spiritual aspect that goes along with having to embody somebody.
Where come on. How are there moments like you did a show on Friday, you did a show on Saturday. After the show, do you go back and critique yourself that I did better this day than I did that day? Because as a comedian, I'll be like, that set was okay. And then I'll be like that. Do you feel like you gave, do you rate your performance yourself when after you're off stage by yourself?
I try not to. The one thing that I try to be mindful of is, am I tapping into, basically, am I not being me? Like if that's my main thing, like, lines and things like that, like I don't really worry about, because those things kind of naturally come. Like the audience can't tell that I'm adding lines in the moment.
Right. You said that,
so, yeah, like, because if I'm tapped into the essence and the spirit of the man, then that's really what matters, is how you feel watching it. Like, do you feel like I'm really watching this man? What I say obviously has to align, but what I've written sometimes I'm adding because of the feel of the crowd that night. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like sometimes it just, like a comedian, you know what I mean? You might riff sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
And so, so I try not to really rate night to night, because it's just different. Saturday, like the night you came, that was a locked in crowd. Like they were, because I had more Muslims there. They were really paying attention. Friday,
Yes.
Friday was the clap happy crowd. Like they were into it. And they was sometimes they would clap and didn't realize I was still gonna keep going, but it was just that type of crowd. So if you get caught up into your performance, or did I do good? I'm like, no, I kind of leave that up to the audience.
All right, before we go any further, can you introduce us to that beautiful blessing that pops her
In
head
and
in?
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is my 6-year-old, my daughter.
Wow.
She likes the camera, and she likes to pop in, and then she's in the midst of taking out her own braids. So I said, you can come in if you want. Say hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Her name is True. That's a dope name, True. Okay.
That is a dope name.
Yeah.
So when you mentioned that they were locked in on Saturday, yo, that's what I noticed. Because I was like, yo, you could hear a pin drop. And I was like, and I started wanting to gauge, and I'm glad you brought that up, because you said Friday was the clap happy crowd, where they were clapping, and this crowd was really on some old, okay? Because there were moments where I wanted to clap, but I'm a follower. Like, I get scared, dog. I get scared to stand out. Like, there were moments where I wanted to be like, oh, and I was like, whoa, this is not that rally. They're not feeling me. And I always wanted to know, as a comedian, when we get silence, it's beautiful, because you have their attention, and now I can take you where I want to take you. But for me, I get a payoff. I get a laugh. I always want to know, you notice that they were locked in a good way? Like, because there's silence for so long. You noticed that they were just locked in, but it was a positive locked in.
Yeah, you could. It's like an energy. You could just feel if. I could, like, now, one thing I will say, in the moments, I can feel if I'm off, or I can feel if I'm on. And I know if I'm on and it's quiet, then no, they're paying attention. Like, because sometimes you can get in your head like, man, am I doing good? Like, cause they super.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they ain't saying nothing. but it's like, when you can hear, like, when it's that quiet, I can hear, like, I can hear that, even if it's all the way in the back.
Right.
So then that tells me, oh, this is that type of crowd. Okay, they paying attention.
Ashabu said, a line from the play Red that stuck with me is when he said, they burn the colors out of my dreams.
Wow. Talk about that. Where were you going with that?
So it's like when you have these ideas and these big grandiose ideas, and it's like if you tell it to somebody with a small mindset, and they shoot it down, and then you believe it.
Yes.
And then you become like this.
Yes.
And so that was the thinking behind that line. Like, they did so much damage to my family, I couldn't see past what they did. I couldn't even see out of my surroundings. So I just stopped even dreaming. Let me just be whatever it is that they are saying, and how they're minimalizing my life physically. Let me just succumb to the circumstances.
So we're speaking to Todd Anthony. He has a one-man stage play. It's called Red. It's a transformation from Malcolm X, going from Detroit Red to Malcolm X. I thought it was brilliant that you kept bringing back the trauma of them burning his home down, and that scene coming back, and him, and you seeing how the effect that had, of course, obviously, but the effect that it had, of the reasons why the house was burned down, and the mindset of, I just saw these white men that just, and then you said in one of the speeches, the white men is they're not always just in hoods, the racist white men. But I love the way you kept bringing it back. And I mentioned this. Yeah, and I mentioned this. I mentioned this after the show when you were doing your transformation in prison as Detroit Red. I could see like gradually a word would change or a mannerism would change. It wasn't like one scene you were Detroit Red, you were introduced to the Nation of Islam, and boom, you were Malcolm. It was these small little things that started changing. And I was sitting there, and thank you for the front row seat. Because trust me, my pockets, I don't normally pay for the front row seat. I stayed like a few rows back. But I was in the front row, and I was like, oh shit, I see it. I see I see this progression that's going on. And then as we go forward, and I hate to skip over, but there was so much stuff that I saw. The battle between Red and Malcolm, and the lighting changes from blue to red. How difficult a scene is that to go back and forth and to embody the other character that quickly? It's just like, all right, I'm back to Red.
Yes, it was super challenging rehearsing it, because okay, just give me a second. It's super challenging because I really have to, like you said, I'm going in between personalities, and I have to make sure one doesn't bleed over into the other, and do it in a matter of 2 seconds, basically. And so rehearsing it was extremely challenging because Red is so off the cuff and Malcolm is so poised. So I was trying to make sure, like, okay, let me just make it completely all the way different. And then once I do that, then I can kind of try to hone in into how the transition looks, so it can be smooth and seamless and not just like, oh, it's this person, this person. No, it's the same person. He's just going in between each other, but let me make the transitions smooth so that you, when you're watching, you feel like I'm literally watching the Jekyll and Hyde right now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the rehearsal process was was grueling. Like that part, I think we probably stayed on that for maybe 2, almost 3 weeks of like trying to show the different mannerisms. Obviously, the lighting helps from going from the red to the red to white, but it really is like I have to make sure that you see 2 people up there.
How long is the rehearsal time for this whole thing? Because I'm like, there's so, and I know you take the liberty of being in the moment and adding things to it, but I know there has to be certain things that it has to stay the way it was written. How long? How what is the rehearsal grind? What's the training like to be able to put this together? What was your regiment?
So the genesis of the rehearsal, before I did any show, was we did almost 3 months. 3 months of rehearsals. 1 month, the first month was just Detroit Red. So we focused on the first act alone, just to try to make sure Detroit Red was who he was, and we established him. The second month was all Malcolm X, and then the third month was just running the whole thing all the way through every time. So that way, now I built up the stamina and the everything to put them both together, and just do that. And then once we did that, I had them both. And then over the process now of just doing the shows, I've gotten even more settled and more seasoned in the 2. And now then when you see it, it's becoming like I'm really becoming the person, because once I can start adding and doing things, it's like, oh no, he's really the person up there at that point.
And so how many hours, like what would one rehearsal day be? What would it be? 3 hours, 4 hours? What would it be?
2 hours.
It was 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then how many times a week would you actually do it? I just want people to
Uh,
understand the work that has to go
oh
into
yeah. We were for Red, I want to say we were doing 3 days a week, so 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. Three sometimes, depending on how one rehearsal went. It was 3 to 4. I would say a week, 3 to 4 a week, depending on how one rehearsal went. Like if one rehearsal was like, oh no, we kind of getting there, then we
Right.
were like, all right, we don't need to go anymore. But for sure, it was 3 days a week at minimum. Sometimes we would just add a fourth. So you're looking
You
at
had
6 to 8 hours a week.
Okay, and you had movie scenes that were so well done for that screen. The scenes that you guys actually recorded or filmed, or whatever term you want to use, were so well done that when they would stop, I'd almost be like, oh shit.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. We gotta go. We go. And then, to your credit, even though I wanted the scene to go more, you would then carry it. I'm like, okay, we're back. We're back to this.
Yeah.
Whose idea? Whose idea was the movie clips?
That was mine. That was mine. All of the creation of it was all me. Because I'm a film and TV actor, so I love film and TV, but stage is my first love. But I wanted to do something different, like that you just don't normally see. And normally you don't see film incorporated into live stage, at least not a one-man show. But I felt it necessary to. It was two things with that. I wanted to see it creatively, but then I was like, how can I? Because I'm playing two characters and I have to do costume changes, how can I do that on a one-man show? And I was like, you know what? I can use film inserts so that I don't lose the audience. But it gives me time to also do what I have to do backstage. And so that way you never feel like I lost anything. It's like, man, we're watching this story all the way through without any. I think I only had one black or two blackouts where you're waiting for me or you're waiting for the change of the set, but that was it.
Shout out to your wife. I want to give a big shout out to her. When I tell you she is out there, and her coordinating and her I've done hundreds of events and stuff like that. When I tell you how on point everybody was, and how your wife was like, you're gonna come here, you're gonna sit here, and without me having everything was, you're gonna hold this microphone, this is gonna be the Q&A, this was gonna, and I was like, I was like, wow, this is the whole beginning. When I got there, the production was so professional and so high level. Who is in control of the moving pieces on the stage? Who controls that? Who is in somebody's earpiece?
Yeah, this my other one. Everybody waking up. They like it. They don't care what you're doing. They're like, hey man, you dead right now.
I'm you dad. You always dad first.
Yeah.
These people.
So my stage manager and my set designer are the ones running the stuff behind the scenes on stage. My wife is kind of the overseer of making sure everybody's on their job. But back there, who's making sure the sets are changing, making sure the people on stage are going out there at the right times. My stage manager, my set designer, and they're working with the lighting booth too, because so they have to communicate like, hey, Todd is in place. We ready now. Y'all can play the next cue. But yes, it's primarily the stage manager and my set designer, which my stage manager was my first cousin, and Lauren, and my set designer Devin Walls, who is the one I've known since the start of my own career, and he's based in Chester. but works on all movie and film sets that come through Philadelphia. So he's the one who literally built all of my sets. Some
Wow.
single-handedly, like the jail he physically had to put together, and then the sets he literally his artist warehouse is his company, and he has all of any area you need, he has already.
Wow. KT had a question about the writing process, which must have been grueling. The writing process, like what resources did you use to create the script?
So I mean, I used definitely his book. I used different speeches that I found on YouTube, different interviews, like the speeches that you heard outside of the last one.
Mm-hmm.
The speech, the interview, that stuff those are real. Like you can go on YouTube, and I just literally was like, I'm gonna do exactly what you see here. The the writing process was just more of taking factual things and making them creative with my own just kind of wordplay, but making sure
Okay.
I'm telling his story the way it needs to be told. But so it's not quite like autobiography. Like for instance, the line where he's in the club and he's now telling the story of when his house burned down. I think he says something like my mama, she yelled out the back, and then I thought I saw my daddy, but he was already buried. Factually, his dad was killed first, and then I'm sorry. His house burned the first time when his dad was living, and then they moved from one part of Lansing to another part, and then his father was killed. So his dad was technically alive first,
Right.
but I just wanted to do something creatively with how I can make sure I incorporate just his dad dying anyway, which is from the trolley car, which is why you hear the trolley car. So it was
Okay.
just like making sure I'm still being factual, but just telling it creatively.
Go ahead, Jay.
Earlier you mentioned about this Friday show was the clap audience. Saturday more locked in. It was more Muslims there. I guess my thought is, has there been? I was wondering about the family supporting any family or friends of Malcolm, but also the Muslim community. Has there been times where you had to change some of your wording because some people from the Muslim community, said, "No, you ain't factual with this," or "No, you." Did you get any backlash to where you had to alter your script?
Not yet. I haven't had any backlash or this isn't correct or no, not yet. Oh no, you know what? Actually, and we haven't talked yet, but my guest Will Mega, the historian that was there on the
Yes, that was my
Q&A
next
on.
question. Will
Yeah, he
Mega,
did.
yes.
He first he just texted me and was like, man, great job. Da, da, da. He said it was one thing I wanted to say that was a little off. He's like, but we'll talk. And I was like, okay, perfect. Like, let me know, you know what I mean? But it could be, that's why I said I'm interested. I was like, because I did pretty good at getting the facts, but it could be the creative choice I chose that may make it seem like it's off. So I'm interested to hear his feedback.
Perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did the Q&A, and Will Mega, we only did the Q&A for about 15 minutes. I can't imagine how much information this man has, because within that time, he talked twice. And within that time, he said some stuff that I had never heard of.
Idea. Right.
I had no idea. The gentleman's name was Ray. Was it Daniels? What's the last name that happened in California when they
Ronald Stokes.
I'm sorry, Ronald Stokes. I don't know where I got Ronald Stokes. I had never heard that story of Ronald Stokes. I'm not that I'm a historian of any kind. Can you explain the Ronald Stokes aspect real quick? And I'm not going to hold you after this because I know you got the fam. You got to be dad. I know you got to be dad.
Yeah. No, so Ronald Stokes. What prompted that one was because I was in Los Angeles. I know you see yourself, buddy. I was in Los Angeles I mean, obviously, I live in Los Angeles, and I was trying to find. Now that you know, like now that you kind of realize what I'm doing is every city I go to, the script will change in a sense,
Okay.
like because I'm purposely going to certain cities that I know he visited, so that I can speak directly to that city.
Okay.
And so hence you got the Philadelphia piece incorporated in the last speech. Like that wasn't there
Right.
originally. I wrote that specifically for coming here, but since I was already in LA, I was like, well, what happened? You know, what's some things I know he's been here, and then that fell upon my research, and I was like, okay, I got to talk about that for sure. And so Ronald Stokes was a Muslim brother that lived in Los Angeles, and along with him and his wife and his daughter. And Ronald Stokes is the one who Malcolm X lived with for a bit in Los Angeles to learn how to develop a newspaper. Don't shake the table, baby. True.
Mhm.
Don't shake the table. To learn how to develop a newspaper, and which Malcolm X learned how to, and therefore you got I'm not dropping the name of the newspaper now.
Your final call.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's how you get the final call. And credit to Ronald Stokes, and who he also just became really great friends with. And so Ronald Stokes, along with several other Muslim brothers, were murdered in front of one of the mosques in Los Angeles. And Malcolm X not only went to the court proceedings, like you can literally find this online. He's in court with Ronald Stokes' wife. And as a result of what happened, he gave one of his most like iconic speeches on that whole situation, and how we should have reacted. And upon going to, and he also gave that speech with without the permission of Elijah Muhammad, because
Right.
Elijah Muhammad did not want to retaliate in any way or defend. And so that really caused a rift, the beginning of the rift between stop, stop. That caused the beginning of the rift between the nation and Malcolm X, because he felt like you've been telling us all this time we have to defend our people, and
Right.
now
Right.
we're not taking any action, and he had a real big problem with that. And so now imagine, like any relationship, no relationship, just people thought, the whole comment of the chicken coming home to the roost was the catalyst of like Elijah Muhammad's silence and Malcolm X. No relationship just happens like that off of one thing.
Mhm.
So the Ronald Stokes situation was the beginning of a lot of things of why Malcolm and the nation started to go like this.
Yeah, that was stunning to me because I said I had never heard about that. That was maybe the first step to Malcolm's separation from the nation. Where is the next stop for the show? Where is it going now? Where do you have plans? Where, because I know you have bigger plans, not bigger, but you have other plans with this. But where's the show going next?
So we're in the decision making of a lot of things happen from this show. Me myself, if it's just me solely, it's either New York, Oakland, or Detroit. Those are the three places I'm in talks
Wow.
with right now. I
Wow.
see that. That's nice.
I was thinking New York and Detroit, obviously Detroit. Yeah, New York. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the three that I'm in talks with people in those specific cities that want to help come on board and bring it there. However, I did have an investor come to both Philly shows, and he's interested in coming on board to actually take it on tour. So
Oh,
we don't see what happens after that type of meeting. But if it's up to me, those three cities are on my list specifically.
Well, the
so,
tour is
so
going to
do you
happen.
take the host? You could take the host on the road with you. Sound like you already had a good host with Michael Sean.
I did.
Saturday. Yeah.
Listen, I could, especially if this this guy is serious, then I can say, well, hey, this is my team, and and this is who I need to bring.
Love it.
You just give me the word, Todd. I was so honored to be a part of that. You don't know that inspiration that you gave me. It ignited something watching you, because I was like, this man had a vision and he made it happen. And you are 100% 10 toes down, and you made it happen, and the commitment to it. And it's just watching somebody who I talk to. Sometimes I've been in this business for 30 years. Sometimes you need somebody to remind you what this is about. Sometimes you just need to somebody needs to remind you it's about the art form, and it's about going all in on it and forgetting, it's got to be intimidating to play a character that people identify with Denzel Washington, but you didn't care. And after I watched you, I saw your version of it, and I was like, now that's linked in my mind, like your portrayal of it, and it just inspires people to do it. So if you ever need me, you call me, put me on that flight. Unfortunately, Spirit isn't around anymore, so I have to jump on some Frontier real quick and get to wherever you at.
I would never do that to you. If I don't fly it, then you're not flying it.
Todd, it's been an absolute pleasure. Your tour is gonna happen. If it's that investor or whatever investor, it's going to happen. You're going to be around this country, and at some point you're going to be on Broadway. And listen, I'm telling you this the same way I told Kevin Hart this. Kevin Hart probably don't like me for the critique I had about the roast, but I told Kevin about this like in 2016. I said, Kevin, at some point you're going to host the Oscars. I have this documented. I said, you're going to host the Oscars. Now he didn't, but he was offered it.
That choice.
That's right. Yeah.
He was offered it.
Wait a minute.
And he was like, from your mouth to God's ear. I said, Kev, you're going to, because I know what your work ethic is, and I know where you're going with this. And it's all going to come. It's all going to come. You have a beautiful family. You have a wife that holds you down, and you are cemented in your art. And I just congratulate you and thank you for letting us be a part of the whole thing. So congratulations, my dude. Congratulations.
Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Whatever you need from us, just text me.
Yeah, Patty Jackson was cool, but she ain't Michael Sean. Like, she did Friday, Mike did that. We rock with Patty. She's a friend of all of us. We all love and know Patty. But Mike, hit the road. Let's go. No,
Right. I got you.
All right, Todd. I appreciate you, Mr. Todd Anthony, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Todd Anthony. It was an amazing show. I wish you would have went, Jay.
Yeah,
I wish you could have made it out there.
Work. I needed to use AI to help me get out of work. I should have used AI that day.
Use AI to get out of work. All right. Is our sis on here? Is she ready?
Yeah, she's here. Let's see if she's ready. There she goes.
God is in the building.
Shiny in the building.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Scott. Long time no see.
Yeah.
Causing trouble. She over here causing trouble.
Great job.
So Shawnee gets on TMZ, right? She over here causing trouble.
No,
this happened a while ago, right?
She still doing TMZ?
Not TMZ.
Oh, what was it? It's the other thing? This Nation.
It's Side Dish.
Side Dish. It was Side Dish, not TMZ. I'm sorry, it was Side Dish. She was on it with Head Crack. We love Head Crack. Shout out to him. And they remember that story, Jay Black, about the friends that went, I think, to France for a Beyonce concert. And the friend died while they were in France, and one of the friends died, and the other friends decided that they were still going to go to the concert.
They still went to the show. They paid money for the show. They still went. Yeah,
they still went to the show. Let me see if I got this clip, because Shawnee had a point, and it did go viral. But when I saw it again, I said, "Did we ever talk? Did we ever talk to Shawnee about this?" Let me see if I got the clip. Let me see if I titled this correctly. Let me see.
Decided to go to the concert anyway because we really truly think that's what he would have liked. That's what Beyonce.
Wow.
You selfish punk.
Yeah.
Really?
What should they have? Yeah, I mean, should they have gone to the concert? Should they have stayed home to mourn?
They should have went to the concert. I tell my daughters this all the time. If you guys are in the middle of doing something and you get a call that mom is not here anymore, go do what you were working on, because I'm gone. These friends got together and bought these tickets to go to the show. So their friend probably would have still wanted them to go and have a good time.
But it's different if you call your daughter and you weren't, like somebody calls and something happened to you and you weren't there. They was on the way to the concert with their friend who died, and he's like, oh man, he ain't gonna make it, but we are.
But it wasn't like that, Crack.
No, that's exactly what it was. Like they watched their man take his last breath, and they're like, "Yo, man, you know how much these tickets were?" And even if you do go to the concert, you ain't supposed to be seen having the best time.
There is not a world in which I could have gone to the concert. If you were with me and I died, my phone is there. You can call my parents, but instead you're out here going like to the single ladies and filming yourself at the concert.
Maybe they went to the hospital after the show.
Maybe they did call the parents. And
maybe.
See. Yeah. I mean, but death is it's a sad thing, but I don't know. I look at it a little bit differently. It's also a beautiful thing.
But all right, and you said something at the end of that post, but I'm gonna let you because I want you to reiterate your view and opinion on if you were with your friends and we were going to a Beyonce concert and one of your close friends died, you would still go to the concert. Just give us give it to us. Sean. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would still go to the concert. Well, I would think I would go to the concert if we were together and we planned this trip and we said we're gonna go do this and I die on the way there. Okay, call the people. Do what you can. Call, alert my family, get my body to the morgue or wherever it has to go, and then go to the show because we planned to go to the show. What, you gonna go to the morgue and sit there with the shell? Because my spirit has left and my spirit went to the concert. That's where my spirit went.
Well, I hope it didn't go to the concert. I hope your spirit went somewhere else. I hope your spirit went somewhere else. I hope it's not at the concert. But go ahead.
It probably went to the concert, but when people die, that's when people, decide that they want to have feelings or express feelings. No, when I was in the hospital them 3 times, come see me while I'm at the, because I'm alive then. But who was at the hospital? Who came to say let's watch Beyonce, Joe, whoever, Jay-Z on YouTube to get your spirits up while you sitting in this hospital bed and you done almost died 3 times, like in real life. I've kissed death a couple of times. So no, when I'm dead, I'm gone. It's final. It's over. Ain't nothing that you can do or say to that shell because my spirit is gone. It's just a shell.
Now,
I will haunt you.
That's what I told. I said I would
haunt you. How could you say you valued our friendship and you really rock with me, and you could be joyous in a moment where my family haven't even seen me yet? I'm still warm to the touch, and you out at a show enjoying yourself. How could you say you was so close to someone and still be able to shut that right off to enjoy a show and rapping and singing along?
It's not about shutting it off, because you probably gonna go to the show and cry because your person isn't there. Your people or whoever the person was isn't there with you to enjoy it. But if we're friends, and I understand anybody that's my friend, that's close to me, they know what my wishes are. So for me, if we plan something, and I would be fine with you going. I would be fine with whoever going. Now, my daughter tells me all the time, she's like, well, Mom, if something happened to you, I couldn't go right then. I need maybe a couple of days and then I could get back to it.
Yeah, they went the day after. Like they went the day they went the day after. But I want to say this on your behalf. Shawnee has been through some shit where she looks at certain things totally different. Because like she said, when she says she's kissed death 2 or 3 times, it's certifiable. It is.
Yeah, I've seen the light, all of that. Like when I'm dead, when somebody is dead, it don't matter about you crying, you saying I'm sorry, I love you. That don't matter. You got to say all that while people are alive, while they right here with you. Again, if I go to the hospital tomorrow, that's my thing. Like for real, in real life, I got some beef about that. As many times as I've been in the hospital, extended stays, a stroke, a heart attack, cancer, diverticulitis. On one hand, I can name how many people came to that hospital or how many people came to my house when I got home from the hospital and helped me. And that's what matters. Same thing with a funeral. I tell my kids all the time, y'all ain't got to have no funeral. You get me cremated. If you want to go up there and get them ashes, you can. Or if you want to leave them there, you can leave them there. It really don't matter to me. But don't spend money on financing a party for me for a bunch of people to come that probably wasn't there in the first place. We ain't got to do all that. Now, if that's what y'all want to do, go ahead. But understand, mom ain't concerned about that. You ain't got to go buy no new underwear for me and I'm dead, because I don't understand why people do that. Buying me new clothes and I'm dead, and you getting ready to put me in the
You
ground.
don't want to have a representation of yourself? That's wild. That's
Listen,
wild.
that's what we got social media for now.
Wow.
You can go back and look at my pages and enjoy those memories like that. But we're not paying for. Well, I tell the girls, y'all don't have to pay for all that. You can just get me
So you can
cremated.
just care less. When your soul leaves, you can
I'm
care
dead.
less.
I'm gone.
You don't want family
going
to
on.
represent you in your honor. The ones that really loved and value you wanted to make sure to take care of your body and not just disrespect it. Your body still is your body. You may not be here. I don't know. Maybe because I'm going through therapy. But I don't know.
You only went to 2 sessions. What are you talking about? You went to 2 sessions. Now every time he talks, he's like, yeah, maybe I'm going through therapy.
Maybe. I would feel away. You just partying. Act like you cared about me a little bit. Damn.
Now I agree with what Shawnee's saying about all the stuff that she's saying, but I think the part that gets kind of weird, number one, in 2026, if you go to a concert after and you were with me the entire time and I die and the next day you go to a concert, you better make sure you ain't got nothing to do with that death, because it looks shady. That's just from 2026. It's going to look kind of crazy. People going to be like, wait a second, the person died, and like when they left Nolan on the island. Wait a second, y'all were on the island and he ain't come back. So be clear, it's going to be some suspicious activity or suspicion on why you left. And I get what I understand what you're saying, but we really can't call each other friends if I can find it. If I am if I'm capable of going to do a comedy show the next day, or forget the comedy show, because that's my job. If I'm able to go to a
that's your because your life goes on. I am expired.
So why do they have bereavement? Why do they have the grieving day? Like, because most people have a soul, and it's hard for you to function in your day to day if you just lost someone that close to you.
I mean, I've lost people that meant the world to me, and the day that I lost them, and I mean people that meant the world to me. The day that I lost them, I kept on with business as usual. Now, are there still times like we were 20 years removed from me losing my grandmother? I used to go by her house where she lived because it was still there. 20 years later, they just tore it down, and I just broke down because I didn't know, like coming up on it, I didn't know that they were gonna do that. They had tore everything else down years ago, and then all of a sudden one day, her house is gone. And it messed me up. Like, it's messing me up now. So it's not about not caring, but I understand that she did what she was supposed to do while she was here. She poured into me like she was supposed to pour into me. Yesterday was my granddaddy's birthday. You know, he would have been 100 years old. That's something that tear me up. But the day he died,
you went to the club. You was like, yo, popping bottles, we out here.
No, we were actually in COVID, and I was going through something. I was actually in hiding, and Mike know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And they called me, and my dad actually called me, and he said, hey, granddaddy's not here no more. And I went to the house and saw my granddad, and was there with my grandmother. And then, they came, they got his body, they took him. We sat there for a while, and then I had to go back to where I had to go. But that's something that, as far as grieving, like, I'm still grieving these things. And that happened in 2020. My grandmother died, over 20 some odd years ago. I still
greetings. My dad died last year. You know, the day he died, did life stop? No, because he would even tell me that, like, no, you got to keep on going. Yeah, I keep going, but there are days that, that I break down and feel away. Doesn't mean that I don't care about him, that I don't love him, but I mean, hey, you got to, because if he died, what, I got to sit down too? No, I still got to keep.
Well, I think I
what
think
I'm doing.
But I think you made that point, and I think that's the thing that's going on in a lot of our families, that we've been taught to keep going, and not actually
talk that therapy.
Not
talk,
actually have embraced that feeling of pain, because that's what I've been taught. That there was a lot of deaths that happened back to back, and I just went to school next day. And there was a lot of, you know what I'm saying? And life goes on.
And that's trauma.
And I think that is a trauma that we don't deal with in our culture, because it's like you keep it moving.
Yep.
And then 20 years later, unfortunately, when a house gets taken down, you realize how much pain you have felt the entire time. I ain't even think we were gonna get this serious into this. I was still on some how the fuck you just go to the concert
because you're supposed to keep living. That's the one thing. If I could go back and teach my daughters, I would teach them how to live more and how not to. I mean, they need to know how to survive, but I taught them how to survive. But now I'm trying to teach them, no, this is how you live. You gotta live.
Is that healthy though?
You.
I think a therapist is not healthy.
I think it's very healthy, because living in survival mode all the time, you don't get to live and enjoy life to the fullest.
Yeah, survival mode sucks.
Yeah,
survival mode is a tough way to hang in there. It can consume you. I wish I had the mental toughness to keep it moving. I think it's to each his own, but I think we just got to think about why we do it. Like, is it that are we really?
Lunatics said, find people with empathy. Don't call Shiny. That's for damn true.
No, well, that's not true. I mean,
I think Shawnee has empathy.
I have a lot of empathy, and more empathy for people than I probably should. But
yeah, that's a fact.
You know, you have now how you decide you want to grieve, then you grieve that way. But don't be mad at me for how I grieve.
I'm mad you go to that Jay-Z concert. I'm mad. If we
I'm
to
Jay-Z. I'm there. Like, y'all got him. He good. All right. Let me call his mama. Let me call Lady Q.
And I think what
Jay's still at the hospital. He's still in the hotel bed waiting to get his body. And she home. Like, what?
But and I think what added insult to injury was them making Instagram videos, and there is some type of feeling. You start thinking to yourself, well, y'all really, because listen, it's not that I wouldn't go on principle. I'm not going to the concert on principle. I'm going to the concert because I mentally can't go to the concert, because in my mind, we were supposed to be here together. And I understand people will say, well, they may still be there, and that is good and dandy. But the fact of the matter is, you were supposed to be here. This person was supposed to be here in a physical form with me. So it would be really hard. Shawnee would be throwing a diamond.
R.I.P. Jay. But shouldn't she be talking to our family and friends? Everybody gonna have her phone blowing up. And yo, I heard Jay died. Blah, 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 blah. He said, yeah, hold on. What's my motherfucking Jay died? He's still the coroner on the way. I'll call you after the show though. Like,
no,
how crazy is that?
No, you take care of the business first. Take care of the business first.
Oh, hold on, Beyonce coming out. I gotta go. Beyonce come. Mike,
because I'm pretty sure
no.
I'm pretty sure they didn't go to the concert like an hour before it started. They probably went hours and hours before. So no, you got to take care of the business first. I wouldn't just leave your body there and be like,
would you be?
I wouldn't.
Everybody else would have a moment of silence, and Shawnee be on the phone while this is going on. Yo, M's on here, yo. He's bringing him. I'll call you right back.
Eminem's coming down. I'll tell you what happened later.
Call you right back.
Yeah, I like TP's comment. She said she could do that. Yeah, I can do that after the concert. You dead. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't
But
going
your phone has to be blowing up with all the family and friends calling, saying, "Yo, what happened?" Everybody want to know what happened. What happened? Yo, what happened? And I can't answer right now.
I can't answer right. You hear the music in the
It's on
background.
Do Not Disturb. I put it on Do Not Disturb.
They're gonna be like, "Yo, she has something to do with it." And that's when that conversation happened. She had something to do with it.
That's what I keep trying to say. In these days and time, people gonna be like, "What was really going on?"
But no, the Nolan thing is different. That's different. That's completely different.
Well, speaking of Nolan, they segue right into that. Ben Crump. I'm sorry. Let me make sure I don't ever mess that up again. He was on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Is this the one? Let me make sure this is the right one.
What is the single biggest piece of evidence that makes you believe this investigation isn't ending?
Oh, just the fact, the cell phone. I mean, it's just so obvious that if I tell you I'm going to stay behind and I'm an 18-year-old teenager, am I going to not get my cell phone and not get my keys?
Right.
I'm just going to be on an island with no means of communication. That's not what young people do. The fact that you have all these Snapchat posts deleted. I mean, when you look at all the things being posted about Nolan, that's all young people do is through Snapchat.
Right.
And that's why I think we're going to get to the bottom of it, because young people love to tell stuff. That's why social media is so prolific these days. And, there were young people all over that island. And so they're calling, they're talking, and we're going to continue to, encourage them to talk. I know I'm so grateful to people like Colin Kaepernick and Tyler Perry and Byron Allen and Little Real. So many people are stepping up saying, hey, we want it to be a thorough investigation, so we're donating to this GoFundMe.
So, there's so much to the story, y'all. The fact that he's at a pool party, they got pictures of him at the pool party. This boat that was left in front of one of the friends' mom's house, who happens to be a judge. The time that the Coast Guard was called doesn't correlate because he was still alive. The cell phones. The girl contradiction in the story, because they said he stayed on the island because he wanted to stay with the young lady. The young lady says, no, that's not true. He was with them. So my point is, whether you believe whatever you believe, there's enough right now that these individuals should be in jail right now. There's enough evidence to say your stories aren't adding up. Not only are they adding up, we're believing that there's a contradictory story to it, that you're lying. So shout to everybody who's giving money. And unfortunately, there are tons of stories like this all over the country happening right now. They're literally happening right now. Now, social media, there are women coming up saying, I've been yelling this about my son being killed. And she said verbatim, you content creators pick and choose who you want to repost. And I thought that was hard, because I was like, damn, I'm somebody who
politicking as usual.
I didn't know how important it is to repost. A repost is important, y'all. A repost really is important. Who would have thought that? But we're gonna see where this goes. You just try not to just get on this microphone and just get pissed the fuck off that they keep killing us. They just keep killing us.
Still finding people hanging from trees, yeah.
Hanging from trees with 2 broken legs. That's another case. With 2 broken legs, and you want us to believe that, what are we doing? And then you start hearing more and more of how this young man's final moments on this earth might have been like. And you got stories like this
coming out saying they watched Nolan Wells get beat to death and murdered. New evidence has just come out in the Nolan Wells case that proves that he was murdered by those 3 men. There was a pool party that took place after the island, and you can see clearly in Evan's Instagram post, Nolan is there. Witnesses have put out statements saying that an altercation took place between Nolan, Evan, and 2 other boys, And the boys proceeded to beat Nolan to death with a metal bar and urinate on him. It's sickening that people were there and they did nothing. They sat back and watched. They are no better than the people that killed him. The reason that Nolan's phone pinged on the island is because they went back and they dumped his body after they killed him. These men need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law because they murdered Nolan Wells. Nolan Wells was murdered.
So,
where did he get? I mean, have they released the autopsy report about his body?
They said it was the autopsy report was supposed to come out Friday, but because of delays in the transportation of the body, it's been delayed. So I haven't. Today's Tuesday, so I haven't found out any updates, or I haven't seen any. Who knows? My algorithm may be behind. All I know, if it was the other way around, it was one white kid with 3 black. Them gentlemen, they would have been locked up right now. You see how fast the incarceration for Carmelo Anthony happened at the track. At the track.
Yeah.
There was no investigation. It was at the track. We're gonna put these handcuffs on you, and now you're gonna prove to us that you ain't do it. It's Mississippi, y'all.
Say it, say it, say it. And Shani live in a racist Texas, so she's used to all that stuff out there.
I don't know what state isn't racist. I mean, Jersey has ice
No,
flying around.
Mississippi, Texas is different from Philly. Come on.
Nah, there's an ice facility in New Jersey and North Jersey right now where they still won't let any mayor, any governor come in there. They won't let them inspect it. That's the myth we got. You know, Michael Gray and them people. And the young man in Baltimore who was killed, that's right here up north with us.
Well, I tell my kids I tell my kids watch who you're friends with.
Mississippi and the parents have money, power, and influence, and you can tell it's a and that's with the Carmelo Anthony situation. It's a group effort. The clip that I didn't get because I thought I had it. Is stating that Carmelo Anthony's lawyer had an actual deal with the opposing lawyer team that they would not cross-examine the twin brother. They made a deal that they wouldn't cross-examine him.
And how does that help Carmelo?
They made a deal that Carmelo wouldn't take the stand. They railroaded this kid. Now, this lawyer sought the parents out. I'll say allegedly sought the parents out. This is where it gets a little crazy. And reduced his price to defend Carmelo.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's crazy.
They usually seek them out.
Now, listen, I've never, and I don't want to ever experience losing a child. Ever. My red flags would be up if this white man decides that he's dropping his price dramatically to defend. I really got to look at you sideways on what is your agenda here. But once again, I've never lost a child, so I don't know what state of mind.
Well, I think a lot of times too, when something like that happens, because one thing that really irks me that I hear black people say, oh, well, it was white people there. Oh, well, the white people said, the white man said, who cares what they say? But when they get that kind of opportunity, what they thought was an opportunity, you know, like the dad said, this is who everybody told us to go with. But nobody did their research to find out that your attorney and the prosecutor used to have a firm together here in DFW. So, I mean, what you think they really doing in the courtroom together? This stuff be planned out.
Anybody who lives in the DFW, I just know this because I live there. I had no idea that this lawyer still had a prior beef because he had lost an election to Craig Watkins, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And there was an ongoing beef after that.
Yeah, and he came against Amber. Amber is our new DA here in Dallas. But yeah, he got beef with her.
Oh yeah, Amber won. We had her on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember her.
Yeah. So.
Oh, can we get her back on the show? That would be kind of dope now, or maybe because she big time now, she might can't.
Why you always got to make people look like they're big time? Stay right there. I want to see if I can get this clip. Stay right there. I'll be.
What's up, Shiny Scott? How are you?
I'm good.
Let me see.
I was wondering if he was gonna talk about the other stuff that happened in the DFW with Lunel. But
Lunel, the comedian, friend to the room. Something happened with Lunel. Oh, I didn't hear about it.
Yeah. She went on the station and it got real quick.
Oh, okay. I saw that clip where they was, she's like, yo, we're not promoting me. That's how I feel too, Shiny, when I hear people say that.
Yeah, that is irritating. Oh, the white people said so what? Who cares? I mean, why does it matter that they white? And so because they white, they right?
We give white people more credit. Better? They do. They'd rather shop and deal with a white person business than some blacks because they put more pressure, I think, some people on black people too.
Yeah.
There's more pressure on the black-owned business.
What y'all talking about? She said, I was wondering if he was going what? What we all just got
if he was going to talk about Lunel, that's what she was saying.
Oh, Lunel with the D. Well, Lunel's made a statement where she apologized. She said she was having a bad morning.
Yeah, she was having a bad morning.
So when you tell the truth and people don't like it, you just got to apologize and go away. There you go. Sound like something.
I think the bigger thing is though, like the comments for me that I was reading, and people were like, "Oh, the radio station was bad. Dee was wrong, and the other guy was wrong for saying what he said, and they should have been talking about her on the way up there." And it's like, first of all, this is what irritates me with these celebrities that come to the radio station and want this PR for their events. Okay. We got other stuff to do and understand.
Get the clip, Jeff.
I would say understand what show you're going on and what happens in that show, because Dee is a nationally syndicated show. So whatever you was listening to when you was in the car on your way there, understand radio magic. I'll say it like that. Secondly, no, we don't want to say. It's not necessarily safe to say that you're on your way to the station. That's not necessarily safe. What if you got a stalker out there and then at 6 o'clock, 5:45, you pulling up to the station and this person is out there because they know you on your way to the station. So that, it's some things that people need to think about that they don't understand about this side of it. And again, understand how the show works before you come up there getting mad. You had a whole 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit up here and put a cape on for that bullshit that morning shows do, because there do be some bullshit. Like they decided that T.I. was the big star, so they were gonna promote T.I. and that's cool. Then just stand on it and say what it was. Like
it was one break though. It was one break. It was one break.
Just say what it was.
It's like if I say, Mike, what you doing this weekend?
But if I got somebody coming live to the studio that's going to be in the studio, I'm going to like once again, Lunel, apologize, but this is the beef I have. Let me get off of that. Talking tough to a 70-year-old when she said she got family up there, and then you say I got family too, and you a man. It's some bitch shit to do.
Oh,
okay. That is just some, but it's cool. I ain't got no problem with it. I like the dude. But I don't understand. We're talking tough to a 70-year-old. You get any type of points for that. You just take it on the chin and be like, yo, our bad. But that whole like you wouldn't talk. How about this? You wouldn't have popped off like that if T.I. had the same problem, and T.I. said, I got family here. You wouldn't have said, I got family too. So I see the bitch in the situation.
That's true.
And I've been in this game too long to understand. I know when y'all know what to say to the right person. And you really don't know Lunel is the wrong person to say that to. You really don't know that in real life. But to really be like, yeah, I got family up in too. And for people in the comments, that's what I'm talking about. Talk that like he's talking to a woman.
Yeah, but
senior citizen.
He's talking to a woman. Like, just take it on the chin. And listen, they put that out there. They put that post out there. They deliberately put it out there because any attention a morning show, a radio morning show can get is good attention. They loved every fact that everybody reposted it and that they were putting it on there. And they got and they were smart. They did it to get the attention because all attention is good attention. Because a morning show on radio needs all the attention you get if you're not the Breakfast Club. You need all the attention you can get. So and I understand Lunel was popping off. I get it.
Yeah, you popping off at 6 o'clock, and I mean we here at 6 too. But understanding how a show runs, did they do the break live or was the break recorded?
Of course it was recorded.
And so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like understand how the mechanics work before you come up there getting mad. You have 20 minutes to talk about something with an establishment that there's not even a relationship with. It's just this establishment calls when certain people come and say, hey, can you do this? But this establishment doesn't want to, they don't want to do the business of it. And maybe she didn't, I know she don't know that because I know the other ones that I've even dealt with, the comedians that they have. They don't know, but it's like to come up to the station. You came to the station. You're here. We're telling people you're here right now, and we gonna say it for the next 20 minutes that you're here. And you upset about one little 3-minute break I did.
But and I'll go and I'm just listen. If we're gonna go to we'll bore people with this. But to the mechanics of a syndicated morning show in 40 or 50 different cities. Your producer is supposed to make that opening break when you said what's going on this weekend, that we were going to include running down that Lunel is going to be here and she will be a so-and-so, just like you did with T.I. Now, Lunel once again apologized. But if we're going to get technical, if you're a big-time syndicated morning show that had this break, then the rundown of the show should have been, this is what we have today. We got Lunel going to be in here. She's going to be at the Arlington Improv. And we got T.I., so-and-so and so-and-so. And that would have resolved the situation. But y'all just cracked the mics. That's what you did. You just cracked the mics and you didn't organize the break. You turned the mics on and that's what happened.
Freestyle.
And once again, and I've done it a gazillion times.
Mm-hmm.
Structure.
But when somebody calls it out, you can't say you're a big time syndicated morning show. But when somebody points it out, you ain't do big time syndicated morning show etiquette to open your show. You really can't get mad at her for pointing it out.
But was that a syndicated break or a local break?
Whichever one it was.
I'm pretty sure that talking about her at the
Arlington Improv
ain't got nothing to do with it. That's what I'm saying. Like the whole mechanics of it. It's like, were they in a local break or a national break?
But once again, Lunel's a big enough name that you could have said it and it still would have been relevant to all your markets. So you could have just said she's going to be in town, or you could have just said Lunel is coming through. We're going to have Lunel in here. And we're going to talk to her. And they would have been like, everybody knows Lunel.
Okay. Another reason why I wouldn't say I have an artist or somebody coming through at any time of day, if they're not in the building, I don't want to say that because it's been too many times you do that. You set it up. They don't show up for whatever reason, not because they're being a jerk. Maybe traffic was bad. Maybe they had an accident. Maybe something else came up. So that's the part if they sitting in the building, then it's like, okay, yeah, Jay Black gonna be in here in a minute, but I know he's here. You're not even in the building. So to me, I think it
could be.
I mean, just because you upset because you didn't hear your name on the way to the station, but your name played for 20 minutes. We talking about a 1 minute break compared to a 20-minute segment.
And I get it. And once again, she apologized. See, I'm not afraid to tell somebody to get on the radio, and people don't want to. I'm not afraid to say she ain't show up, y'all. And we'll do a whole break on people not showing up.
We did before.
That's just me. That's just me. But I get what you're saying. You're 100% right.
I don't want to do
I ain't
that.
got no problem with like
I've done that before, or people didn't call in. Somebody's supposed to call in, they don't call in. Yeah. But you done prep the audience. Oh, they're gonna come and we're gonna talk about this. And okay, well, they ain't show up.
But at the end of the day, they got more attention off of her having an attitude than they've gotten in years.
Since you left.
Yeah.
Are they the ones did they put that clip out first?
Yeah.
Or did somebody else? Because it's another person that I saw put it up that don't have nothing to do with the show.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I saw
okay.
her. I saw it on her page that she had put it up, and people were like, oh, she putting it up. But regardless, it all worked out for everybody. The only thing that irritated me is stop talking tough to a 70-year-old woman. Like, stop.
I got family.
Who you gonna have roll up on? What you gonna have somebody roll up on somebody? Where you go? Really? You in the streets? Yeah. Okay, maybe you are in the streets. I ain't gonna. Okay, maybe you in the streets.
I mean, what she said, I got family. They can be here in 5 minutes.
So you just laugh it off. If a 70-year-old woman tells me that, you really think I'm gonna be like, I got family too?
Well, no, I don't. But it's like she started it.
Yes, and 70-year-old started it. She did.
Started it from the beginning.
She absolutely did.
I absolutely love Nunel, so I'm not saying that, anything negative about her, but it's just like, come on, these publicists and stuff, explain to your people what really happens or what's going on, so you understand when you walk in there, or they could have got that squared away before they even went on the air. It's like, girl, you know how many parts are going with this? Like, we just come in here and crack a mic and talk. No.
Well, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah. You don't.
Everything ain't structured. Everything is not structured with everybody.
Well, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Because that runs me hot when somebody, and especially that establishment, can you do this? Can you do it? Texting you all in the middle of the night, and can you set this up for this? And then it don't come through. And I done prepared for this.
Absolutely.
It's like, no, when your people get here, when they here in the building, then I'll say something. If they ain't here, no. Y'all don't want to get nobody no tickets to give away. You don't want to pay nobody. You just want it. You want to say, oh, y'all can come to the show. But I still got to spend $50 in food and drink.
So I gotta go.
Yeah, can we get a show with Shawnee on the show with Mo? Can we recreate this? Can we rejoin? Can Voltron form again?
Just give me a day.
Well, all four of us gonna be.
All right, y'all, I gotta go. I want that to happen. I gotta go to my job. Bye, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you, Shawnee. Thank you. Y'all gonna make me get
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts.